What up, y'all? It's your girl, Warrior Eagle, and I'm cooking dinner for tonight. What's on the menu is Asian peach hot wings, shrimp fried rice. Okay, so I'm just starting out with the basics. This is my shrimp, which I have seasoned with garlic, pepper, smoked paprika, Chisley's unique flavor seasoning is low sodium, onion powder, and ginger powder. And then I did my prep work. I got onions, I got fresh garlic, and I've got a green onion that actually came out of an old onion that was rotten. I thought that was quite interesting. The onion was old, and as it was getting old, it started sprouting. And so I was able to get a green onion from that. Okay, so I got my pan, got the oil hot. I'm getting ready to put the shrimp in it and fry it, and then I'm going to remove it from the pan. So here they are. I got my shrimp cooking, and in a few minutes, once they start turning pink, I'm going to flip them over, let them cook on the other side, and then I'm going to remove them from the pan, clean it so that I can use it for my Asian peach hot sauce. That's what I'm trying to say. Asian peach hot sauce for my wings. My wings are in the oven. And this is what they look like at the moment. They're done. They're just sitting in here, just staying warm until it's time to coat them. Okay, got the shrimp flip. Yeah, it doesn't look like a lot, but my husband is not a big fan of seafood unless it's catfish or something like that. But he'll eat shrimp every now and then. So this is the super colossal size that they got at Walmart. So that's what I'm using for my fried rice today. Okay, shrimp is done and chilling in a bowl. Right there. All right. And so now I've got my pot on. Y'all, I don't have a wok right now. I lost it in the house fire that we had a year ago. And so I haven't had a chance to replace it yet. So I'm just going to use this non-stick cooking pan. All right, y'all. So let's get started with the fried rice. Okay, y'all. So I've got my onions in here. And I've got some garlic paste. That's what I'm trying to say. I've got some garlic paste in here. The fresh chopped garlic is for the sauce. So I put some garlic paste in here, and I'm gonna cook these down until it becomes translucent. All right, y'all. So I've added my rice, and this is gonna go pretty quickly because it is fried rice, and you don't want your rice to burn. So I'm just kind of chopping it up, and this is day-old rice. I made this rice yesterday because I knew that I was going to be making fried rice. And you don't want to use rice that you just cooked the same day because it will be mushy. So you want to let it sit overnight first, and then start your fried rice. So right now I've got this stirring up. I got it cooking, and then I'm going to add the rest of the vegetables because they're already cooked, so they don't need to be in here for a long time. These are bean sprouts, and the whole can went in there. Yeah, we don't need the whole can. Okay, so I've got that working. And next we're going to add the peas and the carrots. All right, y'all. So I've got the peas and carrots in here. Now, one thing that you are going to notice is that I'm not going to be adding any eggs to the to this main pot. And the reason why is because my husband does not like eggs. He might eat an occasional boiled egg, but that's very rare for him to do that. But he does not like eggs. So that's the one thing that I will not be adding to this pot. Now I am going to scramble some eggs and put them in my own dish because I love eggs in my fried rice. But that'll just be for me. Okay, so I've got my shrimp. I added my shrimp in here. And y'all, this is smelling really, really good. So I've got my shrimp in here. And then I'm going to be adding the final touch, at least to this pot. Yes, y'all, I'm using my rice spoon. Don't be talking about me. And now I'm adding the soy sauce. Now, this is just the generic brand. It's less sodium. So that's what I'm adding to this, to my rice. And I'm just giving that a stir. I got this rice sitting over here, and I'm going to have that for tomorrow's breakfast. So right now, I just got my fried rice going. I got everything in here that I need to have. And you know what, y'all? That's all that I need. This rice is done. Okay, y'all, so I got my pan that I used to cook the shrimp. I got that all cleaned out. And I got my butter melting. And I'm just making enough to make sure I got enough to coat the chicken. If you got any left over, which I normally do, I use that for other meats like salmon. It is so good. Okay, so to this, I am going to add the garlic. We love garlic in this house. It gives so much flavor, even though it stinks. It's very pungent. All right. Now, I'm going to tell you, I don't use measurements. I go by taste. Okay. This recipe I got from Down Home with the Neelys when they had their TV show. And I remember when I watched Pat Neely's former wife, I can't remember her name right now, when she made this. And I was like, oh my God, I got to make this. I got to try that. So I did, and it's been a big hit ever since. Even my parents loved it. When I went to South Carolina and I made this dish for them. I made the fried rice, and I made this Asian peach hot sauce for the chicken that I cooked. They loved it as well. My husband loves it. So I was like, okay, haven't had it in a while. Let's go ahead and make this. Okay, to this, I'm going to add the hot sauce. And you can add as much or as little as you like. Remember, it's a hot wing sauce. And I'm going to turn this down so we don't burn it. And I'm going to give it a stir. Now, you can use any type of hot sauce you like. I just so happen to have the Louisiana hot sauce here, so that's what I'm using. I know a lot of people like Frank's, Buffalo hot sauce. You could use whatever you like. Okay, so I turned the heat down, and it's definitely starting to smell like buffalo sauce. Okay, so then to this, I'm going to add the soy sauce. And I don't need a whole lot of it, but you know, again, I'm not using any measurements. Okay, so I got that in there. I want to stir that up pretty good. Okay, now I'm going to add the final touch. So I've added the last ingredient, which is the peach preserves. Now, this is what I used. I'm trying the sugar-free peach preserves. for the first time. Usually I'm using the regular kind. So that's up to you, you know, if you want to use sugar-free peach preserves or you want to use the regular kind. That is totally up to you. I'm just trying to cut back on the sugar just a little bit. So that's what I put in here. And so we're just going to kind of mix it in here and let it simmer, because we want it to thicken up just a little bit. Just enough to be able to coat the wings. Because what I'm going to do is put the wings in here. I'm going to dip them in here. So that's what I'm going to do with this sauce. And of course, you don't have to use as much butter as I use as well. You could use margarine if you want to. I don't know if it works with vegan butter, but you could try it if you want to. You know, that's totally up to you. But for us, we like butter. So that's what we're using. Okay, I'm going to give this a taste to see if the flavor is there. Y'all have to excuse me. I got one of those flat surfaces type stoves. And so whenever I stir something, the pans just turn. I forgot what this is called. Electric cooktop. Yeah, that's an electric cooktop. So every time I stir something and I'm not holding on to the handle, the pan will turn. So anyway, I'm gonna taste this real quick. Oh yes, it's got the right amount of heat from the hot sauce, the right amount of zing from the soy sauce, and the right amount of sweetness from the peach preserves. Oh yes, this is gonna be good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. I've transferred my chicken from the pan to this one, from the baking pan. All I did was bake it in the oven. I did do it on 400 degrees. I know just about everybody be cooking on 400 degrees, but that's what I cooked this chicken on. And I let it sit so it'll cool off. And now I've got it simmering in the sauce. Okay? And that, my friends, is how you make Asian peach hot wings. Right amount of zing, right amount of heat, right amount of sweet. All right, that concludes this video. I'm about to get my grub on. Okay, I will see y'all later. Peace and God bless.